Dozens of school districts across central Indiana welcoming their students back this week and also next. This time of year can be very stressful as everybody in the family gets used to those new routines. Their children start juggling that homework and the activities. Just the thought of it all can be overwhelming. And to keep you from getting all the important stuff done, it can be hard. Alyssa Smith is one of our favorite time strategists, and she's here with 3 ways to make the transition back to school less stressful.
Yes.
So good to see you. And I think about this because there are families that are doing this for the first time, maybe the kindergartner. That's a special time for them. Others that have kids going off to college in less than 2 weeks. Yes. There's so much going on in the clubs and the sports and the activities. If you haven't started and really kind of thought about it, you say you really do need to have a plan.
You do. It really helps. Okay, so especially for younger kids, but even for older kids, it's really helpful if you talk through ahead of time. So our brains are just designed to need a heads up as to what's coming when there's a big change. We've all been hanging out, it's summertime, whatever we've been doing, and now there's this more rigid schedule coming, and let's talk about what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think that for our family, one of the most important things is actually seeing a family, like having a calendar, something big that we can all see. What is the importance of that? And kind of talk to us about the piece of that we might not understand why we need that so much.
Yeah, so the key to time strategy and time management in general, especially when you have multiple people that have different things going on, is for everybody to have the same system that you use to keep track of it all. So whether you like to have like the big wall calendar or whether you like to have the app where everybody can just put in their activities, there are some great apps out there. Obviously Google Calendar is a good one, but there's one called Our Home, and it allows you to put in things like household chores and events and schedule. The bottom line is you need one place that everybody knows and can go look at and can take responsibility for their portion of it.
That's a good point too, because I think we do a couple things where like we have the board where things are all written on, then we also have it in our phones, but I feel like I need the visual part for me. And then I know it's important, sometimes we try to do things ourselves, and you say it's okay to delegate.
That's it. And you know, we get a message when we're younger that like, okay, if I don't do everything and do it perfectly, I'm lazy or I'm not as valuable. But really, if you're the person getting up with the kids in the morning, delegate what you can. Take care of yourself. The dynamic of the morning is going to be set by whether or not you're settled. So make sure you're not taking on too much.
Very good point.
Delegate having them make their lunches, making their own plans, whatever you can. Delegate to another adult, whatever you can, but make sure you're taking care of yourself. And that self-care piece is true for the kids too. I mean, everybody is going to go into survival brain, which is the amygdala and the part of the brain that's in charge of meltdowns, if you don't take care of yourself properly.
What was that part again?
So it's the amygdala in the right side of the brain, and its whole job is to just let you know if there's a threat. And if it sees a threat, we're late for school, everyone's just going to be in conflict. So make sure you're calm, make sure you're doing your self-care, and realize that you can't do it perfectly. Take your time, figure it out, allow yourself to make mistakes.
I love it. Okay, we only have 30 seconds, but you have a master class that can kind of help with a lot of this.
Yes, absolutely. I have a master class for women that's taking place on Thursday. We're going to talk about what's underneath the time management struggle, any negative messaging that you may have gotten. So come to the Stress Less Lounge, I believe it's in the links today, and then I'll tell you all about the master class.
Oh, thank you. Alyssa offers that free Stress Less Lounge.
It is pretty fresh.
On Facebook, it is fresh. That's what I meant for you. I want you to add that to it. If you'd like to learn more about it, go to fox59.com/links. It is fresh, a fresh face. We love to see you.
Thank you so much.
Can you say it one more time, Ange?
I can't.
Stress Less Lounge. I got it. All right.
Sometimes I do talk fast. I trip up.
All right. Thank you, ladies.